Good afternoon, villagers. How are you doing? I'm Arnie. You're watching Puppetry Villa, and this is your daily dose of Disney. Hope all is well with you. I've been feeling a little under the weather today, but I'm starting to feel a little better, so that's a good thing. But, you know, life goes on. I will be better. But I want to make sure that we got the daily dose in today. I hope you're all having a great day. It is September 9th. Hello, Mike. Well, you wouldn't know if you're on a plane. Look, holes in the box. Hello, Pam's fam, Mike. Mike, you always know how to make me smile. Thank you so much. So this is your daily dose of Disney. Doug is in the other room at the moment. If you notice behind me, I have our little tapestries, our Haunted Mansion tapestries. Hi, Samantha. Thank you for joining. Doing the show here from the living room, dining room. Where I am sitting currently, there will be a giant Lego Disney castle come Christmas time, sitting on a table along with the Lego trees that we have as well. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's still September, so Christmas doesn't start here at the Villa until Saturday. Yeah, you heard it right, Saturday. Saturday, September 14th, Ben will be here and we will start working on Christmas trees. We're gonna start wrapping lights on some of the trees, and you might actually see a live stream on Saturday, so just keep that alert going. You might get an alert that PTV is live on Saturday during the day sometime. So just be watching for that. Anyway, today is September 9th, 2019. This is the Daily Dose, and let's go back to 1973. This is at Disneyland. Hello, Zachary. I want snow. Well, there'll be plenty of fake snow here at the Villa at that point, but not today. Today, it's probably about 85 degrees, 88 degrees outside. We have the air conditioner running, so it's keeping the house cool, but it is warm outside. On this day, oh, hello, Amy. Oh, thank you. Thank you for listening. 1973, September 9th, on this day at Disneyland. If you saw a post on my Instagram and on Twitter, you saw a picture of the GE Carousel of Progress. The General Electric Carousel of Progress closed on this day at Disneyland. This was the last day that it played there. Walt's favorite show, the Carousel of Progress, was moved to Florida, and it started the process of creating a new attraction at Disneyland called America Sings, which wouldn't open for about 9 months. It opened in June of 1974, just in time to begin the celebration of America's bicentennial. Mark Davis did a lot of work on that attraction. Mike, I'm always listening. Very true, Mike, very true. But the popular attraction Carousel of Progress, part of Progress Land at the New York World's Fair, had been very popular in 1964-65. It was moved to Disneyland for the new Tomorrowland in 67 and lasted just a little over 6 years in Disneyland. By the way, I won't be able to watch the stream tonight at 10. Okay, Zachary, thanks for the heads up. Sorry you won't be able to see it. Well, make sure they can catch the replay. That was 1973. In 1979, on this day, NBC, they changed the name of the Wonderful World of Disney. It is now called Disney's Wonderful World. Not sure why they made that name change. The Wonderful World of Disney seemed to work just fine. As a matter of fact, it still works for me today. But the first show on its new renamed show in 1979 was the first part of the film, The Absent-Minded Professor. Oh, you'll be sleeping, Zach, okay. Yeah, Absent-Minded Professor, where you see Fred McMurray creates the thing called flubber, which is what the remake was that Robin Williams did several years ago when it was called Flubber. But it was actually a remake of The Absent-Minded Professor. Very good film, by the way. It's black and white, but still a very good film. Not to say that black and white's not good, but I love black and white films. Anyway, 1988, Tokyo Disneyland. Let's go to Tokyo. They welcomed their 60 millionth guest. Now, keep in mind, Tokyo Disneyland opened on April 15th, 1983. So just a little over 5 years later, they had already had 60 million guests walk through the turnstiles of Tokyo Disneyland. That is quite a feat. Donna Jaworski, thank you for joining. Very nice to have you here. Now, I had mentioned the Wonderful World of Disney having its name changed to Disney's Wonderful World. That was in 1979. And then in 1990, by this time, the show had been changed yet again to The Magical World of Disney. And it aired for the last time on this day in 1990 on NBC. But at that time it was called The Magical World of Disney. And it wasn't until another 7 years passed where ABC had been purchased by Disney. So Disney took that moment to introduce the show again on their airwaves. So on September 28th, 1997, The Wonderful World of Disney returned to television, but it was on ABC, not NBC. So they went full circle on that. Remember, the original series that Walt created for ABC in 1954 was called Disneyland, but now in 1997 it was called The Wonderful World of Disney yet again. So that was that portion. And then on this day in 2001, hello Expedition Greg. How you doing, Greg? Hope you're having a good day. This is a sad one for me, mainly because Disneyland is our home park. Oh, nice to see it, Pam's fam, Zachary. Thanks for saying hi to Greg. That's great. I like how everyone interacts with each other. That's great. Thank you so much for doing that. Really creates a nice, cohesive village here. I like that. Disneyland is our home park. That's for Ben, me, and Doug. I'm doing well, Greg. Thank you. But sometimes things happen at Disneyland that we're sad about. And in this case, in 2001, the Country Bear Playhouse had an attraction there called the Country Bear Jamboree. That was in Critter Country. Originally opened in 1972 as Bear Country, it was renamed in 1989 as Critter Country with the opening of Splash Mountain. But after 29 years being in Disneyland, oh, hashtag all the villagers. I like that, Donna. Thank you. After 29 years of running the Country Bear Jamboree at Disneyland, they lowered the curtain for the last time. I still miss the Country Bear Jamboree. I also love the Christmas special they used to do. The Vacation Hoedown, it was okay, but I loved the original Jamboree. But when the show went down, there had actually been talk about moving it to California Adventure and putting it in the Grizzly Peak area. Unfortunately, structurally, the mountain where they have the Grizzly River run just wouldn't work to sustain a building like that. So they nixed that plan. That is unfortunate because I would have loved to have seen the Country Bears living on at the Disneyland Resort. Anyway, after 29 years, they took it down and they started repurposing that building for the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And they didn't do much to the facade. It stayed the same. Everything outside stayed the same. Inside, the building was completely gutted. Both theaters of the Country Bear Jamboree were removed, and they used that space for Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, you know, I can come there and I can do the Country Bear Jamboree and the TTA People Mover, one of my favorite attractions of all time. Just love the People Mover. So that was in 2001. Here's something from 2004. It was a letter dated September 9th, and it came from the desk of Michael Eisner of the Walt Disney Company. It announced that he would retire from the Walt Disney Company after September 2006, when his contract with the company expired. That was a very harsh and hard time for everything. Donna, thank you so much. Thank you to all my mods that helped me out. I really appreciate the help. Thank you for putting all that on social media. Yes, I am on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Pepper Tree Villa. You'll find all that. And if you haven't yet subscribed to Pepper Tree Villa on YouTube, please do so. And don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Or if you happen to be watching it right now, just hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. In 2009, just a small one here, Walt Disney Records celebrated the 40th anniversary. Yes, Zachary, Mods Rock. Walt Disney Records celebrated the 40th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion with the release on this day of two CDs. They released one called The Haunted Mansion, very creative there. The other one is called The Story and Song from the Haunted Mansion. So that was on this day, celebrating the 40th anniversary, which occurred last month on August 9th, the 50th anniversary this year. In 2012, the Broadway cast of the show Newsies on this day performed a free outdoor concert in Times Square. The event it's called Broadway on Broadway, and it kicked off the whole 2012-2013 season, and it featured performances from existing shows there on Broadway as well as new shows that were coming up. So long-running favorites, probably things like Phantom of the Opera, The Lion King, other long-running shows that were there. But Newsies performed a free outdoor concert on this day. And then on this day in 2013, I'm sure some of you there in Walt Disney World have experienced this restaurant, California Grill. It was reimagined and was reintroduced to Walt Disney World on this day in 2013. And they had completely redone it. They installed new floor-to-ceiling windows and decorative elements, all based on the artwork of Mary Blair. And if you've never seen the facade or the innards of Disneyland's It's a Small World, it's all inspired by Mary Blair. It's beautifully done. Just love that stuff. And then finally, my last little bit of pieces here. I've wanted to see Wicked on Broadway. Pam, I'm with you. I would love to see Wicked on Broadway. I've seen Wicked in Los Angeles at the Pantages Theater, and I've seen it in San Francisco at the Orpheum Theater, but I've never seen it on Broadway. I've only seen 2 shows on Broadway. This was in 2008, I saw The Little Mermaid when it had just opened. It had been less than 100 performances open on Broadway, so we were able to see that. And then I also saw, I'm so excited, even though it took him 20 years to put Newsies on Broadway. I know, it was a good show. But the other show that I saw was the original cast. Hey, Matt, how you doing? You got home last night. Fantastic. I'm glad to see that you got home safely. That's good. The other show that I saw on Broadway in 2008 was the original cast of Mary Poppins. And as my niece Megan says, it's life-changing. So, last bit of news I have for today is from 2018. And that is that Disneyland Paris ended its 25th anniversary celebration on this day in 2018. So, Disneyland Paris started their celebration in 1997. 25 years. It's already been there over 25 years. I can't believe it. I remember when it opened. Wow. That time flew by. Of course, that was the 90s. So, okay, coming up tonight on the Disney YouTube network, we have a full lineup starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll start with them, and that's Mickey Sightings. They run from 7 p.m. until 8, at which time then you go to Steve's World. Steve tonight will be talking about Disney films that are up and coming, and he's also got some show and tell, I guess a mini Disney haul from his trip that he took. That's from that. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Mickey's Magic. Meg will be sharing all of her experiences from her trip that she just recently got back from Walt Disney World. Of course, a lot of you did see her. Hi, BLT Gamers, great, thanks for joining. Meg will be there, that's at 9 p.m. And then tonight at 10 p.m., PTV Live will be back on the air. Ben, Doug will be joining me as we discuss Disney animation. We're gonna talk about our favorite Disney animated films, everything from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs up and through Ralph Breaks the Internet. So you don't wanna miss that. Oh, I just saw a headline. I'm sorry, it's a personal headline. I guess my niece is going to have a little girl. So I'm gonna be a great uncle again coming up later. So, oh my gosh, she's gonna have a girl. Oh, breaking news, everyone. All you villagers out there, you heard it live. My niece is gonna have a baby girl. I'm so excited. Yeah, so it's a great lineup tonight. Remember, starting at 7 p.m., every hour on the hour, 7 p.m., it starts with Mickey Sightings. Then you come to Steve's World, and then you've got Mickey's Magic. And then you have Pepper Tree Villa doing PTV Live, and we will be discussing Disney animation tonight. Not Pixar, just Disney animation, everything from Snow White through Ralph Breaks the Internet. In the meantime, I think I've got to make a phone call to my niece. So instead of using my phone here for the live stream, I think we're going to talk to her and congratulate her on having a daughter. I am so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, oh, congratulations, Uncle Arnie. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everyone that has congratulated me on that. I am so excited. Okay, everyone. Yeah, hashtag Monday Night Lineup. That's a very good one, Donna. Thank you. So don't forget, all 4 shows. We've got Mickey's Sighting, Steve's World, Meg at Mickey's Magic, and PTV Live, all tonight on the Disney YouTube network. You don't want to miss out on that. In the meantime, everyone, go out, have a magical evening. Catch those shows on YouTube. You don't want to miss them. And have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate all the congratulations. Everyone, have a great and wonderful evening. I will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.